Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Washington County Fair Preview Morning Show. Today, we are talking to the chairs of several of the committees, and I'm really excited about it, so I'm just going to bring them on right away. First, we have Chris Bell, who's the agricultural co-chair. We have Laura, who is in charge of arts and crafts, and Ashley, who's in charge of kids games and special events. Hello, everybody. How are you?
Hi.
Good to see you guys. So obviously, there's a lot of stuff that goes on every day at the fair under normal circumstances, and there's a lot of moving parts that go into it. And you guys are sort of the point people for those for all of those events. So, Chris, I'm going to start with you because it's an agricultural fair. You know, your piece is one of the most massive pieces of the fair. So, can you talk to us a little bit about what you do?
Well, in non-COVID times, we'd be getting ready to put out paper to put all the displays out on Sunday, and then Monday of the fair. Usually, the people that come to the fair and want to exhibit their vegetables come in on Monday and put their exhibits up. Tuesday's the judging, and Wednesday starts the fair. So it's just been a labor of love for many years. My family has been involved with it since the beginning, and now it's the next generation. My kids are involved. My husband's involved. It's definitely a family affair. The agricultural building is a great way to display agriculture in Rhode Island because it's unfortunately, we're seeing more farms of vegetables, that kind of thing, which is great. But it gets, people to kind of think about, oh, this is something I could do, which is a great thing. And it starts to get that whole process of, having a garden, having vegetables, having herbs to display. And they come back next year and say, this is my first year. I can't wait. And the money's not important to them. It's the ribbons. It's kind of interesting how our vegetables are judged on their own merit. And, people come and walk away with a ribbon and they can actually get money, but a lot of them rather would have the ribbons than the money because it's just an exciting thing for them to be able to display their vegetables. During COVID times, we've been able to kind of take some of the virtual fair out of the fair. So we're encouraging people to enter things that they do at home. They have a garden. We take a picture of it and put it online. Put together a centerpiece of flowers and put it online. Decorate a vegetable for kids, scarecrows for kids and adults to be able to make a scarecrow and put that in a picture form and show it online. So that judging is going to be happening very soon, actually this week. So it's just one of the added, never thinking we'd ever have a code there. So
yeah. Well, that's incredible, and as far as the agricultural aspects of it go, and what you were just talking about, I talked to Roxanne a little bit about this the other day. For a lot of people that are because Rhode Island is the world is so interesting now. There's so much. There's a lot more of a connection that people are making to like where their food is grown and what that is like, and to be able to be up close and personal with the livestock that we'll talk more about in another show, and to sort of have to enter in this fun into the farming and to be able to show off that pride to it. There's a lot of people that come in and this is one of their only experiences with it. So that's a really fun thing and a really big part of the fair, which is incredible. And a huge source of pride for those people like you were talking about with the ribbons.
Yeah.
Laura, arts and crafts, another gigantic section of the fair. Can you tell us a little bit about what goes into planning all of that?
Well, it is a big feat, and I thank my team of helpers because without them, there's no way that any of it would get done. It's similar to the ag building, and we do also have to put down fresh paper every year and clean out the building, and it's pretty much the same thing that people enter their things on Monday. Everything's judged on Tuesday, generally in the morning, and then we start putting it all up and hanging it so that it's displayed properly and to the best of its ability to show it's what it's supposed to be like. And it takes a lot of people and a lot of time and effort, especially when it's hot.
Yeah. So when do you start getting submissions usually during for the fair
They
for
would
the
come
arts and crafts?
they would come in on the Monday prior to fair starting. They would come in all day on Monday. I believe it was 10 to 8. I think it was at night. And we would put things and try to separate them so they were ready for judging for the next morning.
That's awesome. And what are you doing now this year for the virtual fair?
We have picked out different categories for people to enter. I try to pick categories that I know that are time consuming, labor of love, like the Afghans and the quilts. I know that a lot of people really enjoy looking at them. They take a whole lot of time. It's not something you can just draw something on a piece of paper and throw it up and say here it is. It's a lot of love and time goes into it. We also have the things for the children to do. Can't do anything without the kids, so gotta keep them right involved and keep them busy. So they've got things that they can enter also.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And Ashley, speaking of kids, you are in charge of kids games and special events. Can you tell us a little bit about what you guys are normally doing for the fair?
So we usually get ready by now. I've had my pies ordered and my games kind of set up and ready to go. But this year it's a little different. We try to figure out different games the kids could do at home with their parents. We did a couple new games. We kept like egg toss and water balloon toss. I think we did a watermelon eating contest. It's a little sad. We are sad that we can't do it down at the fair, but it'll be different this year. It'll be something that we can still keep going and keep looking forward to. We did a bunch of other games. I think we did a zucchini race or a zucchini cart, build your best zucchini car. So a lot of cute games they can do at home with the kids outside with their parents safely. They don't have to go too far, stuff like that.
That's awesome. So for all three of you, what are some of the things that you look forward to the most every year for the fair? It doesn't have to necessarily be in your category that you're chairing, but what are some things that you can't miss every single year at the fair?
I think like what Chris said is we've all been together since the beginning. I've been there since I was 5, so I don't know anything else in October. You don't do anything in October. You don't do anything halfway through July. My mom always said, don't die, get married, or do anything during August, during the week of fair. So we are not allowed to do anything, and it's going to be sad. It's kind of boring little August, but we've all been there so long, so it's really nice when we all get together and we're down there in our own little world for a week and a half. We're there a couple days before setting up, preparing, and then a couple days after. We do take care of the grounds throughout the year, but it's kind of like a little crazy vacation.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is like a community, because all of us get together. I mean, we get together a lot of times, but we get together for one whole week and pull this off. 100,000 people come through our gates, and just be able to. It's all volunteers. Nobody's paid except I think the people in the parking lot. So I think that's one of the most amazing things, that we've done this for this long, and it's all been volunteers, because most fairs there are people that are paid to be there, and this is one of the things that I think is really strong about it. And the other great thing, and the thing that I really feel bad that is not going to happen, we don't have our food booths to be able to be opened, and a lot of our nonprofit organizations get a lot of money to supply their needs for the whole year. From a lot of these food booths, because they've been doing it for so long, and they count on that income to support their community charities, community organizations. It's just been it's a nice relationship, that we know that none of these food booths are people that are paid either. Everybody's a volunteer. So
and I just want to say, to that end, all of the organizations that are involved in the fair, the food booths, all of the all of the demos and stuff that we're going to have during the virtual fair. It is really important to support those nonprofits and those organizations that are there. So we're hello.
Sorry, she walked
No,
there.
that's amazing. That's amazing. Are you kidding me? So I just want to let everybody know that there will be links in the description every day of the fair, and in the comments we'll be posting all of the links for you to be able to help those organizations, so that come 2021, when we're all back at the fairgrounds, all of your favorite organizations are thriving and helping their community. Laura?
I think that just being together and working as teams, and when we're done with whatever we have to do, we just ask somebody else, who else needs help, where do you need me? I think that's just wonderful.
Yeah, you guys are three wonderful people, and just a part of an amazing team that has been. It's been a joy to get to know the people behind the fair during this series of videos. So, as somebody who is generally speaking someone who just goes and enjoys the fair, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all three of you for the incredible hard work that you guys put in to make this come off so well every single year. And for the past 54 years, obviously you haven't been there for all 54 of them, but you have you really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
When all those food booths used to be like a shack, it was like
Yeah.
it was contained.
Sheds.
Basically, it was all there was just a shed. Basically, there was no walls. It's amazing to think about, and then just like sawdust on the floor. I mean, but the Department of Health wouldn't go for that now. But that was how.
Were you like 1 year old when you went to the first
I
fair?
was probably let's see, it's been around 54 years, and I hate to tell you how old I am, but
You don't have to tell me how old you are.
I've been there since I was 6 years old.
Well, there you go. That's amazing, and
It is. It's pretty amazing.
it continues to grow to the tradition of the fair and the community of the fair.
And my husband will tell you one more story, that I had to come back from my honeymoon to go to the fair, because it's just what you do.
Yeah, you don't miss fair. It doesn't matter what's happening. If you're dying, you're there.
Right.
You put your body on ice.
There you go. Well, thank you guys so much. Is there one thing that you want to leave people with, something that you want people to check out, or something that you're looking forward to this year? I know that things are very different, and but
Just still support the food booths and everybody who is down there, the nonprofits that still need the help. We're down there, with the nonprofits. That's their main source of income that helps them out for their organization, and just help support them, maybe a little extra this year, and we can get through this year together, and next year we can go back to hopefully a somewhat normal.
Yeah. Anybody else? Any final words you'd like to share? All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. And please remember that if you want to, she is very cute. And please remember that if you want to help out, one of the best ways that you can do that is to support those local organizations during the fair. Again, there will be a feed at the bottom letting you know where you can go to donate to those food booths and those groups. And they'll be putting on demonstrations for you, showing you how to make some of your favorite stuff at home. Like Ashley said, showing you how to play some of your favorite kids games at home. And also you can buy a Washington County Fair t-shirt on the link that's in the description of this video. Check all of that out and give us a like on Facebook, or subscribe on the YouTube channel, or check out the Washington County Fair website. Again, all of those links are in the description so that you can check out and don't miss the fair starting August 12th at 6:30 p.m. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.